at once. A lot of shit. I feel a lot of shit that hitting me at once. Tired of the stress and told my bro to roll the runs. I feel the love, but they hate just as much. Always want attention, they ain't get enough. I get the lean, I don't do no double cup. Keep some OG in the raw, make sure it stops.
Yo. They caught me eating before the show. It's Hot Society Podcast, episode 80.
80, man.
80. I'm your boy B Hop. Excuse me, they really caught me eating. Yo, yeah, we ready. I'm your boy B Hop, man. You already know Hot Society Podcast, episode 80. Got my co-host in the building with us. We got Hess 973 in the building.
You already know.
Saz 24 in the building, as always.
Good, man.
What's going on, though, fellas? Like, it's been a crazy week.
Yeah, definitely, man.
We got a verdict in the George Floyd case. Well, not the George Floyd case. What's his name? Chauvin. What's his first name?
Chauvin case.
Yeah, the Chauvin case against Minnesota. How did? Like, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think it was gonna be guilty.
I know. I already told y'all. I knew. I knew he was gonna be guilty.
Yeah. And then once that 10-hour shit dropped, like once they knew in 10 hours, it was just like, oh, all right.
Did y'all watch the trial, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy. Like them prosecutors, like, they really did a fucking good job. Like, the motherfuckers was like, they was real, like, they was on their shit on that trial. Like, after watching the whole trial, I see why a jury will vote guilty on that.
Well, the blue wall of silence came down. They started ratting on each other.
You think so?
That's what happened. Everybody said he was wrong.
But I'm saying, like, do you think that's gonna be something that's gonna continue, or you think that was just like a one-off thing?
No, but I think that's what needs to get done. They need to point the bad police out and just, you know what I'm saying, try to keep things clean because what's going on. Because they about to start hitting their paychecks, man. They want to keep doing all this bullshit. They already got a full investigation on that on the whole, what's that, Minneapolis?
See, you know what I think the key to the prosecution's argument was? Not only did, like, they made it a point not to say that this is the, like this is against the police. You feel what I'm saying? They kind of flipped it and made it like, yo, if you convict him, that means you're pro-police type of thing.
Yeah. For
any jurors who might be, you know, because people worry that people, you know, they want to believe in the police. So you know what I mean? Like, you protect them in a certain way. So I think they were smart to flip it that way. Like,
yeah, that's like, you know, that's a psychology move. You know what I mean? You focus on the individual, separate the us and the we. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Separate the whole organization and focus on that individual. And that's how you're able to, and that's how you're able to get people to believe and kind of persuade them. It's like persuasive, you know what I'm saying, provoking approach. You feel me?
But you think it's another incident that happened. I think it was the same day of the verdict, right?
Yeah.
The same exact day when a 16-year-old girl. Now that was a little different, right? Now what happened in that case? Cause
Bryant.
Well,
she rest in peace to her though.
She called the police and said people outside to fight her. There's 7 people outside trying to break in her house and try to fight her and try to jump her, and then, you know what I mean, the cops came.
She called the cops.
And then when she called the cops, and when the cops, she was in the house. When the cops got called, they on the scene. As soon as they got on the scene, she runs out the house with a butcher knife and start trying to attack people. As soon as the cops showed up.
It was a girl. Like
she
girl.
She knocked one of them over, and then she went for another one. Like,
yeah, it's crazy. Like, but it was people out there though, right? It was a lot of people out there.
A lot of people. A lot of them girls' parents was out there. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just chalking that up. That one on the hood right there. Y'all should have. The parents should have de-escalated that before the cops even got there.
Thank you.
That's on the
That's
parents.
some real shit. Because that cop, he ain't going to jail for that one.
Yeah,
They took the phone out. Like, that's what they did. Like, if you look at society, and it just heartens me every time I see that. Mm-hmm. It's like they take the phone out, and then they yelling, but they still recording. Yeah. Instead of putting the phone down, and intervening. Like, Yo,
Because
like, what's wrong with you?
Like, and then that don't even make sense to me because everybody records. It's like only one person needs to record. Like,
Word up.
like you feel me? 1 or 2 people. Maybe we want to get another angle. You feel me? Like, but that's it. Like everybody want to have it on their. You know what I mean? It's some social media shit like that, and that's crazy. Like, you feel me? We people will watch somebody die and record it so they could so they could go viral or whatever they want to do. Like,
I don't know. I think that one of the girls' father was out there. Like he was throwing blows. Like it was just the whole situation. It was community fault. I don't think it was the cops' fault. The community should have de-escalated that before it even got to that point, instead of letting a whole bunch of teenage girls just fight and then record it. Like it got to be some type of
yelling
responsibility.
stop.
Yeah,
Yelling
you can't
stop.
be you can't be pulling out no knives and shit like that when it come to a brawl and shit. Because what happens is like if the police
word up.
if the police do end up showing on the scene, like police are not trained to meet lethal force with non-lethal force. If you got some lethal force shit with you, like they're gonna meet it with lethal force, like and that's justified under the law.
I understand what the protest is, so let me play devil advocate a little bit. Like, I understand as far as they saying they didn't have to kill her.
Yeah, he could have tased her.
Like, you shot her 4 times in the chest.
But then they gonna say,
like, it was a situation in Paterson, New Jersey. I don't know,
one
maybe
bullet
last
is enough.
year. It was a situation last year when this white man came to the hood, the 4th Ward in Patterson, and had a gun.
Yeah, we seen that.
And
Yeah.
he was just walking around
for
and the
for a
police
minute.
was out there like, put the gun down.
But
He
see,
just
look,
didn't put the gun down. But they
this
didn't
the-
shoot him 4 times in the chest.
But this the thing with that, right? We can't. That cop, like, see, I feel you. I probably feel the same way, but proving that he's like that is going to be like you can't do it.
Yeah.
You can't
you
prove
can't.
that he would not shoot a white guy if he had a gun. You can't prove that.
That's hypothetically
Unless he
speaking.
been doing it, he have
Unless
a
he
track
got a
history.
record or some
if
shit
he
like
got a
that,
track
but
history
other than
doing
that-
then you can see that. But he don't
Other
have no
than
track
that,
history.
like even if that's just speculation, like yeah, he's like that too. Then how you can't prove
And see,
that.
that gives more evidence to what I was saying a couple episodes back when, George Floyd and all this stuff happened. Is like, yo, we need to have them accountability, right? Accountability means, like, you know how they have rapists registered
Everybody is
exactly.
shit.
all over the goddamn United States, over the world. They need to do the same thing with cops involved with police brutality
like put
cases.
a red flag on them or
Red
something.
flag, like we need to know publicly. You know what I'm saying? And it needs to be tracked, because in this situation, we don't know.
See, it ain't no. It's nothing like how you gonna police the police like that. That's the problem.
But if we red flag them, then we'll keep it like a more sharper eye on those cops that keep doing this
But
stuff.
who's
Instead of
gonna red flag them?
that's what I'm saying. We trying to just like they do the rapists and all that stuff. They should
The
post something like
police
that.
do that.
But the police should do the same thing with the police.
This is my point. That we get back to the same problem. How the fuck the police gonna police?
themselves.
They got a whole unit for that. They got a whole unit to police the police.
Internal
Man,
affairs.
niggas-
They got internal affairs. So if internal affairs,
Don't them niggas use the same vending machine?
no, but actually cops hate. No, actually cops hate internal affairs police. Like certain cops hate internal affairs police.
Oh yeah, because I'm pretty sure like most of them will do their job. Like they
Yeah.
really out to get bad cops or whatever.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm pretty
know-
sure
I
there's
know
ways
one.
around that shit too.
Yeah, I know one. She don't play. She the cop. She see the cops doing something wrong. She'll knock them right out. Like, we getting up out of here. So they really don't have a distrust with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
But yo, some more crazy shit before we even get into some music shit. Yo, we missed the whole story about the 7-year-old girl who did we speak about that?
We did.
That got shot in the drive through with her father, And that shit sad, bro. Like a 7-year-old girl. I got a daughter. Like I can't imagine no shit like that happening.
And you could tell, like, they target the back seat, because all 6 bullets, majority
this
of the
the thing.
bullets
This
went
the thing,
in the
though,
back
'cause this-
seat.
Like this is the thing though, cause her father, bro, like this guy is a piece of work, man. Like this guy's a trip. Like, bro, when you decide to get in the streets and it's either you gonna go all in or you
out.
gonna get somebody hurt if you ain't all in. Like like you ever seen Heat? You ever seen when Al Pacino in one of the greatest movie scenes of all time? Al Pacino and Robert De Niro sitting across from each other. He told him, he said, "What the fuck? I'm gonna leave in 60 seconds, basically. Like anything you love around that corner, you gotta be ready to leave in less than 60 seconds. You gotta be, man, leave the lights running, all that type of shit. Get the fuck up out of there."
Yep.
That's how ruthless you have to be.
Yeah.
You can't have you might as well not even have children and shit like that.
That's like a dude going to Iraq. After he put his boots on that in that sand, he got to turn on the switch. It's all in. Like,
This is what I'm saying. Like you can't be second guessing and
Pick and choose.
And you out here all vulnerable. You got kids you walk into the store with, and you doing all and you out there doing real dirt, and you got real enemies out there, so-called ops.
they think you gonna go to the daycare, pick your kids up.
Yeah, you tripping. Real man, listen, real killers and real dudes who out there doing you not finding these guys. These guys are somewhere in suburbia, somewhere in some small town. Like you not running into them. Like this what they got money for.
Real killers they ain't even got no family. They ain't got nobody.
Yeah. Yeah.
They on the road. They not gonna make it that easy for somebody to do something to them.
Exactly.
That's the point of having money. These guys is crazy. They don't have no money, and they out here beefing, and you go to the
Killing
graveyard.
each other. They killing each other.
I mean, you go to the graveyard and you piss on somebody's grave, right? Yeah, you don't think these people gonna be mad about that, like.
But then you don't have the financial coverings to be able to be not in the same area. Like,
yeah, like I said, I can at least see if you live somewhere with a fucking Macaulay Culkin mansion at in Chicago or some shit like that, and nobody know where you at, and you want to do some shit like that, and you secluded, you got your family way out somewhere, then cool. Can't nobody get to them.
Like, they just be like these young people, man. They be just doing wild shit, man. I seen a guy in Chicago. He killed the guy at the burger spot, whatever it was at, and he do a TikTok video of him buying the dude he killed. Where he killed the man, he bought a burger and fries and set it there and talking about this for him. Then stomped it out and all that, like crazy shit, like.
But the same guy, he gets on the
Talk
news.
about it.
He gets on news, said how much my daughter killers locked up.
Talk about it.
But you supposed to be a gangster though.
We gotta do better, man. That's all I'm saying, man. We got us as a community with just all this fake gangster shit, man. We gotta do better, man.
Because they don't know what really comes.
That's the example
with
of a fake. That's the example of a fraud, a fake gangster. A real gangster is not about to like. He's going after the people himself, like. You feel what I'm saying? Because a real gangster, like I said, wouldn't have his family that accessible. So if you go through the work to actually get to his family, he's not about to leave the pleasure to the police to get you. Like,
yeah, and let's take it a whole nother step further. Like, killers, man, these real killers, like niggas know around Jersey's tri-state area, bro. These niggas is not pissing on nobody's grave, man.
Yeah, they ain't doing nothing. They don't want to be seen.
They don't want to be seen, man.
that ain't the culture in a lot of places. That's some new shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they not doing that.
That's some new shit, bro.
Smoking on a dead body, all that shit.
You're not doing that, man.
Talking about they rolling people's bodies up and
Listen.
smoking them and all that extra shit.
Listen,
like,
we got a rapper from Florida, Julio Fulio. He just did a song, When I See You. It's off the damn, who fucking Fantasia's, you know, I think that's her song. Fantasia, When I See You. I'm not sure. But he did some shit. It's over R&B beat. Bro, he got the pictures of his dead ops. He's at the graveyard. He's actually rapping to them like he's rapping to him like point, like it's basically a diss song to the dead ops. And he got the picture with him. So he like, you feel me, like he mocking the pictures. And then you got the graveyard pouring champagne on it. And it's just like he took disrespect to a whole new level.
Yeah.
Like,
that's crazy, man.
Like that shit is wild, bro.
And that's how you know. Like, I look at it in a sense. I try to like emulate or correlate it to my life, right? And you know, killers, they not here with us at this moment. You know what I mean? At 30 years old, right, 31 years old, if you knew killers at 17, 16, these motherfuckers gone.
Yeah.
The majority of them gone. And you know how a lot of the homies that I knew, like, they wouldn't even move like that. Like, they wouldn't move like that. Like, so that's how I'm able to, like, sum up, like, man, that's some fake gangster shit. Like,
Yo, he must think he bulletproof though. That's all I got from that. Like,
that was a gimmick, man. He that was some gimmick type shit he doing. But I like a minute ago, man, I set my son down, man. He was listening to a lot of Chicago rap, and I set him down. I said, yo, I've been watching you listen to these people. I said, what they all got in common? They all dead. Like, they all gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like. If you want to paint that picture for yourself, I said to keep listening to it, because whatever they saying is not working for them. So you got to do the opposite of what you listening to. So I mean, I had to sit my son down and teach him that lesson. Like, man, whatever.
But would you tell him that as far as, because you know he do music though. Like, so was you telling him that as far as his music, or just him listening to it?
Both. You know what I'm saying? I try to tell him on both, but you know, we all was in that phase where we just, you know what I mean, we just with our peoples and we just say what we gonna say. And I told him that, like, watch what you say, and just like, you know what I mean, don't follow these people, because they don't have no future. They don't have none.
And your son, he's very talented.
Yeah.
I heard his lyrics, his whole cadence. Like, he's very talented. So I get what you're saying. Like, as a father, you overseeing him. Like, he'll just transfer that to a different energy.
Exactly.
Yeah, they came back a long time ago. They came to my house and recorded a song, but they whole style is completely like on some new shit. Like, it was,
that New York drill, New York.
like, it was definitely on some new shit. And like, we just had a conversation before the show with guy's 19 years old. Mm-hmm. He didn't know who some of the greatest rappers of all time were, but that's understandable, because he was born long after they even, you know what I mean, came out. So even if he wanted to change his raps, he probably can't.
Yeah.
Cause that's rap to him.
Yeah.
The same way you probably couldn't even do what he was trying, cause that's not rap to you.
Yeah, that's definitely not rap to me. Like,
even if you wanted to try to do that, you couldn't do it.
And they just starting to feel their element. Mm-hmm. Like, at 19, 20, 21, like, you just starting to, like, oh.
That's like us. That's like us doing the rap on some Run DMC shit. Like, Call Me Sire, all that shit. Like, you feel me? Like, that's past our time. When I hear that, I don't like that's not really hot to me though. Like,
nah, you're right. But
I can appreciate it though.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
But like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I probably give me like Rakim or something. Like, what's some old schoolers who like came before your time that you could really be like, all right, they hot.
KRS-One,
Cool G Rap.
That was two good ones. I was gonna say KRS-One, and that was Cool G Rap is a good one too.
Cool G Rap, he was spitting like fast, but like, see how they, like, right now they spitting like kind of like real fast right now. So Cool G Rap he was doing that back in that era. Like, he was already spitting fast. So he can carry over, you know what I mean, on certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because
Cool G Rap definitely can.
Yeah, he putting out stuff now. So, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's just like the Run DMCs, the Beastie Boys, what's the other guys?
Who came out first?
Fat Boys and all that. That's what, when I stopped the buck. Like, nah, I can't really get with that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You said you can't get with what?
Like, how they rap slow, and they rap like you know what I'm saying?
What punchlines?
Beastie Boys,
Yeah, it looks
Fat
like a
Boys.
punchline.
Oh yeah,
Run
I wasn't
DMC,
into
like,
that.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like
I could.
It's a little too simple.
You know what? Yeah, you know what it is now.
We
too advanced. We too advanced. So like, the shit they saying, I probably didn't even listen to the song, but I could know exactly what they're about to say.
About,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could know every punchline he about to say, because that's how advanced we are as far as putting words together right now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You see what I'm saying?
But see, like, KRS-One, Criminal Minded, that's an album I
feel
can
me?
listen to
You
today.
feel me?
Yeah.
I haven't listened to a bunch of Cool G Rap, but I like his style. But I would say, I can't say, I put Rakim in there. I can listen to
Rakim
yeah,
definitely.
Rakim.
But he can carry over. Rakim can carry over.
He did songs with Kanye and all that.
That's
type
what I'm
of shit.
saying.
He definitely
So
did.
some people got timeless styles.
Yo, talking about it's timeless. What's up with these rappers dying though from the 90s, man? Like Shock G, rest in peace,
to
Shock
Shock
G,
Shock
man.
G, man.
57, man. Found in a room of in his hotel by himself, dead.
I don't know. The last video I seen last night, man, he was looking kind of crazy, man. I ain't even gonna lie. His head was all wild. He on the keyboard
But Shock
with his
G
chest
always
out.
been crazy.
He always been on
out
some,
there.
like,
But my
yeah.
thing is like, why all these celebrities be dying in hotels and shit? Like, why everybody always at a hotel? And
Like
shit?
alone too.
That
like,
shit be seeming spooky to me. Like I think
nobody did.
Like,
Yeah.
but like, and then they be in their hometowns too, and they still be at a hotel. Like, I don't understand the shit.
I
Like,
don't know. I think it'd be like depression or something. I think they be getting like depressed and they be going in they box. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how some people get depressed and they just go into a room and don't come out. Like shit like that.
DMX, why DMX is in the hotel in Yonkers? That don't really make too much sense to me. Like that's like you done blew up, had a famous career, you rich and famous. You come back to your hometown, you gonna stay in the hotel in your hometown?
All right. So since
You could have found somewhere else. I mean, you can't find nowhere else to
People's
stay.
like, yeah.
all right. So how y'all feel since we just mentioned that? How y'all feel about Irv Gotti? What he said about
Said-
DMX?
Bad crack.
Now, he said he had well, we knew it was an overdose, right? So I guess the bad crack is not really
The
news, right?
fentanyl. They said it was somebody didn't cut the fentanyl right.
I mean, what expectations do we have on our drug dealers?
They not chemists.
You feel me though? That was a real
Like you taking the risk. You know you taking the risk.
When he said that, I had like a vision in my head. Like as soon as he said like it was the fentanyl, like I watched like when that fentanyl shit first came, the summertime, I saw people dying like right in front of me, like downtown
Fentanyl is
Newark.
this is not a new
Like-
thing. Like, so you know the risk. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So
Like, I watched people die downtown Newark. Like,
And
just
what year was
standing at
that?
the bus stop.
What year was that?
That was like 2 years ago.
See, so like if that was going on, you know, X knew. You know what I'm saying?
like,
Like,
X, come on, man. I don't even think X would want people to be trying to place blame on. Like, he's a grown ass man, dog. Like, he knew he did what he wanted to do. Like that was evident throughout his whole career. He did whatever he wanted to do. So it's like it is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
2020 and 2021.
but they said he
man,
got
been
COVID
eerie.
though. He said he had COVID as well.
This is an eerie era, bro. Like this is an
crazy.
eerie era, dog.
This a big transition, man. People better
Like, this shit
pay
crazy.
attention, man. Pay attention. A lot of stuff going on, man. And we ain't watching it. We worried about a stimulus check. We worried about everything else. But they worry about the money. We worried about our rent. But we ain't worried about the rights and stuff that they taking from us behind scenes. You feel what I'm saying?
Look at Georgia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yo, what happened to Georgia?
It's just far as the restrictions in voting. Like they made it harder for specifically the things that they saying. It made it hard for the black folks, bro. Like they literally just made it hard. So now you have companies pulling away from Georgia. I applaud Will Smith.
Atlanta? Or you talking about Atlanta or
Georgia, the state.
Whole Georgia.
The state, you got companies now pulling out because of the voting restrictions. Like the governor just let that shit slide. Like
So what's the voting restrictions? I don't get it. So
Alright,
what,
let me
I'm
look at the
saying
shit.
like you don't even got to get the. I'm
Like
saying
they,
like what's
like
the,
they can't give people water while they voting.
yeah, it's against the law.
You can't have a certain amount of people by the machines. All like little stuff that they trying to like just like
it's like a deterrent type of thing.
like a
Make you
deterrent.
not even
Make
want to
you
vote.
don't even want to vote.
Like they making it so difficult, so inconvenient to just to vote.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, how you
motherfuckers
sitting
not
in-
even want to go down there.
Yeah, how
and
you
shit.
sitting in 100-degree weather with no water, no nothing, and they make you wait in a line now. Now you got to wait in line for like you buying sneakers or movie tickets or something like. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but I don't know. See, it's kind of different. Cause
So it's basically
my perspective is different because I always lived in a city. So
Yeah, we go in and out. We be in and out.
So it's a law to pass to limit voting, basically. Nation, you know what I mean? Like he's limiting the pool, and it's nationwide. They say Arizona is doing it. Florida and Texas is actually push in Ohio. Iowa is pushing laws to restrict certain things to vote, which will like limit the numbers.
Yeah.
They trying to fix the board. I don't know. Shit.
Yeah, they been fixing it, but now they trying to fix it for good. That's the whole point. They trying to fix it for good now.
So it's an airy
But
time.
they can't
man.
take away your right to vote at the end of the day, right?
But guess what? If they make it electronic and digital and all that extra shit, it don't matter. You could go. They could say you ain't never punched in.
Hey man, I don't know if them shits going to where they man.
Exactly,
Listen, I don't think them shits. Come on, be honest, man. Motherfuckers matter in millions of fucking votes, man. Who counted all that shit in that amount of time?
Yeah, man. It's
How the fuck everybody fill out a piece of paper and like a couple hours later they told some everybody voted for the 70% of people. Who counted all that shit that quick?
Yeah.
And they had the number already.
It's a spooky
Man,
era, bro. That's all I keep saying.
A lot
I
of
don't
crazy
know.
stuff.
lot of crazy shit.
It could be a logical explanation for that. I just don't know.
That's why I feel like people right now, like even individuals, right? Us, we can take risks, but don't take too much of a risk like out right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because this shit is crazy right
Man,
now.
they talking about double mutants and all this shit, man. I'm just like, I mean, I'm on some shit like, man, just if you don't gotta go out, man, just stay your butt in the house, man.
Yeah.
Like until you find out what really going on, because the CDC is like on this side, and then what's really going on is on this side. And they always try to catch up after they said something. Oh, you got to be 6 feet. Oh, you got to be 10 feet. Like make up your mind. What y'all supposed to be the experts, man. Like make up.
Look
your
at
mind,
this
man.
awkward thing. People's just dying left and right. This famous this great basketball player.
Yeah, shout out to Tim, man. T. Clark.
Terrence Clark, like this boy was nice, 6'7" guard. Went to Brewster Academy.
Rest in peace.
And then went to and things about a reason why I said like, yo, you know, what prep school, I went to prep school, St. Thomas More. Brewster Academy was in the same league. When you go to prep school, that means you had challenges in high school. You come from a challenging situation.
What, academically?
Academically, behaviorally, whatever. But you was good in basketball, so you gonna have another year. Somebody took and you're getting sponsored.
I
So
thought prep school was like harder academically.
nah, it's actually to be honest with you, bro. All they do is math and English. They getting you ready for the
St.
SATs.
Benedict's prep school? No, St. Benedict's.
So it's a prep school, but it's not as far as they're still in a regulation as far as like high school. Now, if you like say I want to stay another year, then you'll be moved to a whole nother like section as far as playing basketball and stuff, preparatory and stuff. And to go to prep school, you gotta have a sponsor. So you got and sponsor meaning like you gotta have rich white people to be like, oh, I see potential in him. I'm gonna pay $100,000 for him to go to this prep school because them prep schools ain't cheap.
Yeah.
They like $75,000 a year. You know what I mean? So then you get white, some people had a family I never met, sponsor me to go to that shit. So it's just the things that you do to get there. And for him to die in a car accident, and he was projected top 10 in the draft.
This year, right?
This shit, like that shit is terrible. And he died at 2 p.m. in L.A. Bruh, it's traffic like motherfucking in L.A.
They say he was speeding.
Yeah, he ran a
He
red
ran
light.
a red light. He wasn't wearing a seatbelt properly. How I take that is, you know how sometimes you put the seatbelt on, but you don't want it across you, so you put it up under your arm and you just got it around your waist.
Yeah.
Which you know what I mean, could be dangerous in itself. You get, you know what I mean, caught up in it like that.
Yeah, it's a tragic situation, man. It's really airy out here, man. You got to be careful. You know what I mean? You got to be really careful how you moving.
But like, yeah, the youngest, man, like, especially if you got that ticket, man. If you the ticket, man, you got breathe easy, man. Don't be out there. Like, why you think, they be putting insurance on like on people body parts and shit like that. Like,
man.
You motherfucking you can't do certain things when you're a basketball player. Like, they don't want you sign a big max contract. It's gonna have some shit in there about you riding motorcycles and skydiving and shit like that.
Yeah,
They ain't gonna be with all that shit. Like,
But you got to understand, he just signed to Rich Paul, right? If people don't understand.
Clutch Sports.
Exactly. Top. They the top. You know what I mean? So
They got the whole Lakers is on clutch.
exactly. So with that being said, you know he got that advance money. So that advance money.
Hold on, but did he declare? He declared for the draft.
Yeah, he was already
All right.
gone. He signed and everything. So they gave him that advance money, bro. And I don't know, but bro, at 19 years old, say you get like $475,000.
What kind of car he was driving?
It was some fast shit. It was some sports car fast shit. So like, it's just the thing is like he went bonkers with that shit. He got it. That's how I look at it. Like, yo, he just got hella money.
See,
and
Started
he
enjoying himself.
and
That's
just
why-
started enjoying himself and missteps.
See, that's why he probably looked at it like that wasn't even just NBA money. That's just that's just the
to blow money, draft
yeah.
money.
This just the. You know what I mean, before I get the check. But see, that's why I like Shaq's story. You know, when he tell the story about when he first got his check and he almost messed up, and his parents set him straight. You know what I mean? Got him on the right track, and we see the effects of that today. You feel what I'm saying? Shaq is gonna be good forever. You feel
Business
me?
boy.
He
Yeah.
got businesses everywhere, so. You know what I mean? I think sowing them seeds early is important. You feel what I'm saying? Just like you saying you doing with your son. Sowing them seeds early in the beginning before they get the money, right before they get the money, or as soon as they get the money, whenever. You want to be able to, you know what I mean, school them early because, you know what I mean, somebody should have took control of it. I mean, hindsight is 20/20. I mean, you want to let him live. You know what I mean? Probably wanted the car, probably, you know what I mean, talk to his parents into letting him do it or whatever.
Because he was with a whole bunch of other dudes that's about to get drafted. So obviously,
Yeah,
you know what
you know
they
what I mean?
doing. They
You wanna
racing
show
up the
nice and all
street.
that. I
You
get
know
it.
what I'm saying?
I get it, but you could also not go all the way yet. Like, don't go get a Hellcat. Maybe go get a BMW or something like that. Like, something you can still stunt, but you ain't got to go crazy off the rip. Like, some shit you know you can't handle. I don't know what kind of car you had.
Yeah, can't be driving like you can block.
Yeah, but we know, when you try to push it sometimes, you push it, and that shit go like over 100.
Yeah, but once you going at them speeds, it don't kind of matter what kind of car you got unless you in the fucking tank.
It
or
takes
something.
like that much to, if you turn fucked up, your shit is going. Like,
it's gone.
It's gone. So, you know what I mean? At a high speed, bro, like, that shit
Most of
doesn't.
them shits back wheel drive.
That was random, but don't worry about that. But I was about to say, you ever see the motorcycle niggas over in Europe? They be leaning on the motorcycle and shit.
yeah,
How the fuck
nigga.
they don't fall?
I don't know either, dog.
That's
That's some crazy shit.
That's like they professional, man. Like
They do that
I
shit.
watch
These
that
niggas be
shit.
leaning across. Do you see that shit?
Yeah, I
Them
be
niggas be
seeing that
dying.
shit.
They be,
I know.
They be
That
down
shit is
left and
wild.
right.
I never do no
Isles
shit
of
like
Man, the Isles of Man is like the most like difficult race, and like they die. Like if they get past that, like they got like they good. Like they don't have to do nothing else.
that. Yeah, royalty, I
racing no
bet.
more.
Shit. So like, who y'all got for the NBA finals this year? Like, who y'all think gonna get to the chip?
Yo, man, that nigga Steph going crazy.
He going crazy. But I'm going for Denver, man.
He going.
I knew he was gonna go with an off the wall answer.
Yo, Steph just like he possessed. Like he's playing. Like
Yeah, but the finals though, you like that's what you believe?
I truly believe that like the way he's playing, he didn't even tick it up yet. Like he's getting mad that if he made 11 threes, he missed, like he ain't make 14, 15. Like that mentality is showing me like, oh, this motherfucker.
He getting like something sparked in him. I'm
This
telling you,
motherfucker.
something sparked in Curry because he getting angry. I see him yelling at people like,
You know what I'm saying?
Something sparked.
He
in
got
him.
that chip, bro.
Yeah, something sparked.
Because
in him.
people don't. I think he got a chip on his shoulder because people wrote him off because he ain't got Klay Thompson this year. They think, you know what I mean, he need Klay Thompson, he need Kevin Durant. You know what I mean? I think he probably looking at it like, nah, I'm just like LeBron and all these other guys too. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
So who number one? Who in the number one spot right now?
As far as you talking
The
about
West?
Who number one in the West?
in the West, I think it's Utah. I think it's still Utah, but I know
Shut this shit.
the
Just
New
in
York
case.
Knicks is actually doing pretty good. They like number 4 in the East right now.
The East always a toss up, man. Like
But I don't know. Utah is nice, but I'm still
Yeah,
going with
Utah.
the Lakers.
Utah.
Jazz is number
Yeah.
1 in the West.
You got Suns, you got the Clippers, you got the Nuggets, you got the Lakers.
I want the Nuggets got a bench. You know what I'm saying? They got a bench and they got depth. So I'm going with the
The
Nuggets in
Warriors,
7.
and see, I'm saying the Warriors, but the Warriors is on some 9. They at the bottom.
Nah, but you know they got the play-in game this year.
Yeah.
So the 9 and 10 teams I think play a game, and with the HC,
And
it's
that's
like a
what I'm saying.
3-team tournament or some shit like that. Like,
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think I play chess, and I feel like Curry out here playing chess. Like, he on some shit.
he's gonna be in the play-in tournament.
Yeah, like he's on some shit. Like, all right, y'all want to put me hit? We gonna be here.
They gonna fuck
All right.
around and make the playoffs, but that's gonna be it. They gonna be out first round. Like the West is too stacked. They not beating them by itself. And I believe if the Lakers was able to get healthy, and you know what I mean, they was able to get right back on track before the playoffs start, I think the Lakers gonna win it again. Cause the Lakers, they still doing pretty good. They holding up, and Anthony Davis just came back. Like, y'all think the Lakers could repeat?
I don't think so.
It's a good possibility.
I don't
man.
think so. I think they're gonna be in it, but I don't think they're gonna like just win the whole thing like they did last. Like in the bubble, like they had an advantage in the bubble. Like
How they had an advantage in the bubble? You on some Skip Bayless shit right now.
they had an advantage.
How?
Everybody went to the
How,
bubble.
Sway?
Cause LeBron had that rest that he got.
Everybody got the same rest.
Nah. He had more rest than everybody.
How?
Everybody was
How
off
can
for the
you
pandemic.
determine that?
I'm just telling you, they had an advantage in the bubble, man.
But look, the pandemic happened.
Didn't they like sign people right before they even got in the bubble? Like
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they had an advantage. They signed
the
people.
Lakers, bro. They Los
All right,
Angeles,
but how you gonna sign?
California.
How
The
you gonna
cap
sign?
was crazy.
But how you gonna come in the bubble signing stars and then like
Hold on, who they signed? What are you talking about?
who was
They
that?
did.
That came, who was that came in the bubble?
They signed
I think it
two-
was
two.
Rondo.
Too.
Nah, Rondo was
already
scene.
on there.
But my thing is, everybody had time off from the pandemic when they shut the NBA down for a few months. Everybody was off.
But
Everybody
they
was
had
chilling.
signings. They had signings and stuff. Like people was coming in that was already like was rested.
It's not like that's nothing. Anybody could have signed.
Nah, you saw.
So it was Morris, the Morris twins.
All right, he not that significant, man. He all right, man. He ain't really even do nothing in the final though.
Yo, I
All I
got a
know is-
story for them motherfuckers. I was in the same room with them niggas at Eastern Invitation.
He ain't really that significant, man.
all right. What about rookie of the year? Since we're gonna talk about
Ball.
this,
That's
LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, without a doubt. Hands down.
Is he in the top two?
What you talking this year? Rookie of the year.
I see Edwards and Cole Anthony from the Orlando Magic.
Nah, LaMelo Ball is better than both of them.
He is.
But he was out. You gotta
Yeah,
count that.
Nah,
But
yeah,
Cole
he hurt
Anthony
his-
was out too.
he
Cole
hurt his,
Anthony got hurt
wrist.
too. Yeah, Cole Anthony got hurt
But
too.
he's supposed to be coming back within the next. But by the time this come out, he should be back in like 2 days from now. So, like, he's gonna be back, and if he come back and get right back to where he was, and they
Yeah.
make the playoffs, he's
Yeah,
gonna
if
win
he
Rookie of the Year.
returns, he can be in the top five rookies. They saying if he returns in time. So I don't
He'll
know.
be back.
I'm going for Cole Anthony, you know what I mean? Because I'm a Magic's fan.
But
so.
you can't deny what you see out there.
yeah,
he out there
Melo
playing.
nice. Yeah, Melo nice.
He way better than Lonzo Ball. He don't play better defense than Lonzo Ball, but as far as offense and that it factor, I seen it early on when he was coming off the bench. I said that he need to be starting. He
That's
ready.
what happened, man. When you're the youngest, man, like you getting beat up on the whole time. You feel what I'm saying? You getting beat up by your older brothers, and then all of a sudden, like after you reach your peak, you like, all right, like I done got beat up enough. Like let me go out here and just like now I'm gonna run through them.
And he was able to learn from everybody else's mistakes.
Yeah.
Because everybody else was able to go, you feel me? He was able to learn from, you know what I mean? Lonzo, I don't want to go to college.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
my big brother ain't got no jump shot. Let me work on mine. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, maybe. Word
That's
up.
what happens though. You're right about that when you got younger brothers. I mean, you're a younger brother.
That's dope, though. I knew all three of them wasn't going to get in the NBA, though.
Hell no.
The other one is in the D League, right? The G League, they call it.
Yo, he
He all right. He all right.
Jello?
I think he could play in the NBA. I think
Nah.
they
I think
collect the
he-
nigga on the team.
I think for his
think
size. I think his size.
He's
is not-
physically fucked up. What
Yeah.
I mean by that, he's 6'6", but he's overweight.
Yeah.
Like he's supposed to be a little bit skinnier, a little bit.
He more like a football
mobile.
player, like
Yeah.
like running back type.
Yeah, he too
6'6".
heavy.
He would be like a tight end or some shit.
And without
6'6".
bounce, like he don't got bounce like that.
Yeah,
so
he
like
can't dunk hard. Like
Zion Williamson about the same height, but he got crazy bounce. You know what I mean? It's a difference.
Then you got what's my man named Kenyon Martin's son. He kind of remind me of him as well. He a little shorter than Kenyon Martin, a little shorter than him, but he still get up a little bit.
Nah, Kenyon Martin actually.
What's his name? Kenyon Martin Jr., right?
Kenyon Martin's actually taller than him. He's
He
only
is?
6'7", 6'6".
On
Kenyon
TV,
Martin's
man,
6'9".
these dudes be looking like on TV. These niggas don't look 6'7" on TV. I tell you that right now. They look regular size on TV.
yeah.
But like that's how I be looking at it.
Bro,
like
I'm
nigga don't
telling
look
you,
like he
shit
that
is crazy.
tall on TV.
That shit crazy. Like when I went to prep school, bro, I was the shortest motherfucker out there.
I bet.
Like
Them
it's
motherfuckers-
wild. Like you know what I'm saying? It's really wild. Like you have to be tall to play basketball. Like straight up. Like
If you was
straight
born
up.
with the genetic makeup and you was able to be, and you was gonna grow to be like 6'8", 6'9", that's half the battle right there.
It is.
That's like 50%.
Yo, I seen a dude get a full scholarship D1, 6'9", man. He was really sorry. He was sorry, but he was 6'9". You can't. You know what I mean?
You gonna get the chance. Look at Joel Embiid when they found him over in his in Africa.
Cambodia and
In
shit.
Cambodia, he was skinny. He was like a toothpick, bro. He was like 16, but he was tall as shit. He was like 7 feet already.
Yeah, you can't teach height. That's what they always say.
Yeah, you can't teach height. So everything else, you able to learn. You already bigger than everybody else. So you won half the battle.
Nah,
I
for
think
real.
I think the Antetokounmpo, the brothers, they
He's gonna win MVP.
no, but
Joel Embiid.
yeah, but they younger brother, he's like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me get that wine, man.
Who?
Pass that wine.
Testing.
Yeah,
your
man.
mic sound crazy. What you was saying though?
No, I was saying yeah.
All right, that's
Sound like a muffle.
Yeah, man, but they one of the brothers is like, I don't know, he trash to me. I don't
who?
the Antetokounmpo, one of his brothers is trash to me.
All of them, except for him, is trash.
Yeah, he the truth.
Nah, the youngest brother got a chance. I think the youngest brother.
Oh,
But
there you go. Your shit back now.
but the other one, what's the dark skin one?
I can't say his fucking
I don't
name.
know their names. I just know
I
they
can't.
all.
The
But I
one
know
that
what
played
you're
on the
talking about.
Bucks with him.
He's about defense. That's it.
Oh, yeah, the one that play on the Bucks with him,
garbage.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
garbage.
Defense.
Oh, you talking about Costas, the one that
Yeah.
played for the Lakers? He played last year, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, he defense.
He on the G League too.
Yeah, he's
he went
garbage.
back to the G League. They yo. I don't know if they ever gonna be, because Giannis, you gotta understand, he never was a skill player. Like
No.
he was just able to get really good at the things he really good at.
He was 17 when he got into the league.
He's a freaking nature.
That's
you
the
watch
difference.
that motherfucker play. That
If
nigga's
you get
crazy.
into a league, look at Kobe. He got 17 league.
Luka Doncic,
17. Like when you get young and you're in the league,
he won a championship at like 16, some shit like
like
that.
it's
there in
over.
Europe.
Like it's over, man. It's over.
Yo, did y'all see the? We gonna switch back to one of the highlights of the week for me was the verses, RedMan and Method
Yeah,
Man.
man, that shit was
tough.
lit. I love the
Y'all seen
energy,
it?
man. The energy was dope, and they was telling stories that we niggas they ain't know.
That ain't it ain't really feel like a versus to me. It felt more like just watching a concert.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like they was going back and forth like my record versus your record. Like
Yep. And you know all the smokers, niggas had blunts ready.
yeah, you know, I was blowing. You know, come on, man.
Yeah, Method Man played Lemon Squeeze.
I was just telling my man I do everything high, so it ain't no. You feel me?
All right.
Yeah, Method Man had the Griselda, the Conway Lemon Squeeze on there. He was doing like up to date tracks, so like it was good, man. Shout out to Do It All, running from Councilman, man, for Newark.
Do
You know
what
what
I
I'm
do,
saying?
Big City, run
Yeah,
for
so-
Westworld
so-
Councilman.
Shout out to him making that
Make sure you
announcement,
go
man.
vote for Do It All Do. And Do It All Do on stage, man. he's still moving better than some of the younger rappers. Like he
Yeah,
look like he
man.
could put out an album or something. Like word up, shoot
Yeah.
out to do it all do.
Yo, speaking of Newark, man, like I want to shout out this young kid, man, Mel, a black boy, 17-year-old, from Bard High School, early college. It's in Newark. It's a public school, but it's one of those charters. 17 years old. He got accepted to 7 of the 8 Ivy League schools, man.
That's what's up, man.
Like,
It's only 8 Ivy League schools.
yeah, he got accepted to 7, and he the
Word.
first generation college student. Like,
That's dope.
that's
what's
dope.
up,
Like, Janique Agro, like, you know what I mean? Like, he got accepted to Harvard, Princeton, Yale, UPenn, Dartmouth, Cornell.
Just don't go to Yale. Whatever you do.
Don't go to Yale. Man.
Go to any other one.
Word up.
Yale just seems spooky to me. Like
Definitely spooky.
that shit is kind of weird.
But that's dope, though, man.
I've been up there. You ever been up there? That shit is
Yeah.
weird. Like
Yeah.
it's
I actually had them recruiting me. I was, they were recruiting me when I was like a sophomore in high school, man.
it looked like kind of like medieval a little bit up there.
I ain't had SCTs for the motherfuckers, man.
But anyway, man. But anyway, RedMan and Method Man though, like as far as like if we separate the two as solo artists, who would you say is better?
I'm gonna go with Red all the time.
I'm gonna go with Method.
You
I like his cadence, his energy.
Somebody asked me that question. Like, I had to think about it. I'm like, damn. Now I think if I'm just talking about rapper, right? If I'm just talking about rap, who I think is more skilled, I would say RedMan.
Yeah.
But then if you like, I would think who's the biggest star?
The presence.
Like who's out there more?
Yeah, Method.
I would say Method Man. Who had probably the biggest songs? I would probably say Method Man. But if you just talking about like pure skill and you add personality, I believe RedMan has a one of a kind personality. You feel me?
It's just his album's so relatable to me. It's like
His
it's like-
albums is definitely better than
it's
Method
like-
Man's album.
It's like I mean, it's like I lived that shit and I lived it with him. Like, cause I bumped into this dude while I was, you know what I mean, in my teenage days, like in the spots with him or on the block with him, like, and I just watched him like from afar. I'm like, yo, like everything he talking about, I could just relate to it so much. It's just like I'm gonna go with him hands down every time. Like
The RedMan albums is definitely better than Method Man albums. I don't know. We could argue Wu-Tang albums. That's a different thing. But as far as how many albums Method Man had? Solo albums. I don't know.
I don't think
it wasn't a
4.
lot.
I
Right?
think it was 5. Was it 5?
It wasn't a lot. See if you can look it up real quick. But I don't think it was a lot. Cause like Method Man albums didn't really get too many critically. I mean, it wasn't critically acclaimed. Like niggas don't soup it up like that. Like I don't hear niggas talking about it like that. I could be wrong.
For real.
They don't talk about it how people talk about the purple tape and shit like that.
Yeah.
He got 6 albums.
He got 6. Yeah. He got 6. Since 1996. Muddy Waters.
No, not RedMan. Method Man.
RedMan. No, it said RedMan. Yeah.
Muddy Waters. That's RedMan's
No,
album.
yeah, that's
That's crazy.
Method
They got
Man,
that
we
shit.
got,
They got that shit
Tikal.
list up. When you
Tikal
watch
was his
that.
first
Tikal
album, right?
2000.
They said Muddy Waters studio album by RedMan.
That is RedMan. Muddy Waters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, you talking about
I was
RedMan?
talking about
Method
Method
Man.
Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't-
Tikal was
say
his first
6
album.
albums. 6 albums.
he got 6 as well.
And Tikal was his first album, right?
Yeah. Then Tikal 2000, and then Tikal
You
the
remember the
prequel.
joints off of that?
I don't. That's the whole point. I think Method Man's like best album was the first one, and like 2000, the Tikal 2000 was like
What he had on that joint on the first album? Like what was the
Biscuits.
what
else?
was the song? I'm saying like what was the single that everybody would know? off
The
of
one
that
with
joint?
Mary J. Blige.
All right, that was on the first album.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One with Mary J. Blige. Method Man. The
METHO.
yeah.
That was on his first
No,
joint.
no, that was on Wu-Tang
That was
album.
Wu-Tang. See, that's why I can't give it to him. All the classics is on Wu-Tang. Man, RZA knew what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
RZA knew what the fuck he was doing,
You
man.
still know.
Meth Lab. I never even heard a lot of stuff off that. That was in 2015.
Yeah, I listen to. Shout out to Method Man, man. I like what you do on TV and shit, but I am not listening to no new Method Man music like that. Features and shit, I listen to it, but I ain't about to listen to no album. Word
Yeah,
up.
that first one was just crazy though, man. Like,
Word up, man. Yo, we gonna close out, man. Rest in peace to Shock G.
Shock G,
real.
Rest in
man.
peace
Humpty
to
Dumpty.
motherfucking Word up. He gave Tupac his first verse. If y'all didn't know that, he put Tupac on the song, got him out there. That shit blew him up. Feel me? Rest in peace, Shock G. Rest in peace, DMX. Rest in peace to Black Rob. Rest in peace to everybody. You know what I mean?
Yo, thought of the day for me
T.
is
Clark.
invest in you, ready, set, and go. Like basically be ready, you know what I mean? Reset or set yourself on a foundation and then grow, man. That's
On your march, get set. Go.
That's it.
Hot Society Podcast, episode 80, man. We out of here. See y'all next week. I'm your boy B Hot. That's S973. That's SAS24. We a Hot Society Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe below. You already know, man. We out of here. See y'all next week.
we out.
I feel a lot of shit been hitting me at once. Tired of the stress until my roller runs. I feel the love, but they hate just as much.